Throughout the country, we have a plethora of national parks, and this one is my favorite. Welcome everyone to Road America, America's national park of speed. And we're here this weekend for the WeatherTech International Challenge, one of my favorite events of the year. And everything you can imagine is running this weekend. Cars like Ford GT40s, McLaren Can-Am cars, Formula cars ranging from Formula Ford all the way to Formula One. It's all gonna be in this video today, and I just can't wait to show it to you guys. So if you enjoy, remember to like and subscribe. And this is me, Patrick, the King of Cars. Sit back, relax, and enjoy my favorite national park, Road America. We are here on Friday for the sprint qualifying sessions, and these cars are just a precursor. I mean, lots of different generations of Porsche. I got 993, 996, 991, 997, just some incredible cars about to go up on track there. A Dodge Viper ACRX, absolute unicorn right there. But this is just a small assortment of what's to come in this video, guys. I mean, there's some really cool old prototypes out on track right now. Just some incredible stuff, and I can't wait to share it with you all today. And speaking of McLaren Can-Am cars, here's one right here. This one was just out on track, and these things sound absolutely insane. And walking along, there's another one on the other side of this trailer, which is super, super cool. Love the look of this thing. But if we come over here, there is yet another one, which is insane. A Denny Holm car as well. This thing is nuts, getting a lot of attention right now. It's also parked next to an all-original Cobra. And I also want to point out the trailer on this side because it matches the two cars and how they're parked, which is super, super cool. And just because it's a race car event doesn't mean that there are also some incredible road cars here today, like this 550 Maranello, this beautiful shade of dark red, a beautiful metallic color. Not quite sure which one it is, but this is not the only 550 here today. More on that later. But also here, an E-Type Series 1 Roadster and a 918 Spider. I actually saw this car here last year, but never got it on camera because I was still filming on my phone at the time and it was kind of bugging out. But look at this in the Salzburg livery. Looks absolutely gorgeous. It is a regular here at Road America, and well, now we got some hypercars here today. So if that's what you like, well, now you're happy. Now here we have what is probably the most insane car here this weekend, the 1950 Cadillac Le Monstre Tribute car. Now this car was originally Cadillac's Le Mans car. Now that in and of itself is pretty cool, until you also realize that this car was driven all the way from California on its own, not on a trailer, not anything, with that trailer attached to the back of it. And it's gonna be running here today at Road America, which is oh so insane. And it is just an absolutely hilarious looking car. It looks like a bar of soap, but this thing is super cool. And I mentioned earlier that we would have some Formula One presence today, and I wasn't lying because here we have two 90s Judd V10 Formula One cars, the Benetton and the Jordan, two fallen flags of the sport. Super cool to see these old teams out on track today. In a little bit, this thing is going to be so cool, and Judd V10s make some of the best noise. If you've seen last year's video, you'd understand, or just watch till later. Also a huge NASCAR presence today. Dale Jr. car is always cool, as well as, well, this, a Ford GT40, and not just any GT40, a real GT40 Roadster. One of only 4 ever produced. This is a real unicorn, something very special. This was here last year, but it is still extremely cool to see. You forget how tiny these cars are in person. Like, a coupe is one thing, but a Roadster is even smaller because the roofline is lower, and this is just insane. And it's in pretty good company as well, alongside some Cobras and a bunch of other really cool stuff. But this car is extremely special. And also here in the paddock today is this absolutely incredible machine here, this Mercedes-Benz 190 2.5 16 Evo 2. This thing is an absolute unicorn, built as a homologation car to let this new variant of the 190 race in the German DTM series. These things are absolutely incredible, and getting to see one here today is insane. These things are worth upwards of $300,000-$400,000, and those wheels just look awesome. Those center locks right there. This is a true race car for the road. It is just so cool, and I love this era of homologation specials, especially from the early 90s like this. This is an incredible car to see here today. And this could be my favorite class of the weekend, because here we have just the coolest variety of cars. Trans Am cars, got GT cars in the form of the C7.R. Moving along, we have NASCAR stock cars, more GT cars. This is a huge class. Gonna be super, super cool to see all these out on track today. I mean, just a wide variety. Callaway Corvette, SN95 Mustang, a Cutlass, a Dale Jr. Monte Carlo. This thing is super, super cool. And this class is only populating more and more before they go out on track. So this is gonna be something really special. And look at this 550. That is absolutely insane. It's not an actual pro drive race car that raced at Le Mans, but this thing is still super, super cool. Can't wait to see this one out on track today. Now here I am in the woods leading up into turn 5, which is my absolute favorite spot at Road America. And instead of telling you why that is, I'm just gonna shut up and let the cars do the talking. And here we have a different class with smaller cars. Well, I say smaller cars. The Le Monster's on track. That thing is absolutely insane. And here come the Formula cars. We got Max here. Now let's go do some spotting. And here we have a trio of Boss 302 Mustangs, one of my favorite special editions of the S197. I mean, just a really cool homage to the cars of the 60s, including the one from 69. But Max is currently flailing over probably one of the more interesting road cars here today, a Singer Porsche 911 based on the 964. Max is losing his crap right now. Okay, that interior is actually really cool.
Oh no, that's not true. Is that true?
Incredible resto mod, worth over $1 million right here. This is absolutely nuts. And also nuts, a 997 GT2 RS. In the last maybe 10 years, I've only seen 2 of these out. These things are so hard to find, few and far between. These are all locked away in Porsche collections all over the world, but it's really cool to see one out here today at Road America, alongside the Singer, one of just the premier resto mod companies.
I think these guys are friends. I bet they're friends. Are they together? They're both from Iowa.
They might be friends. And that's all we have for the track today, but now we are going to head over to the race car parade in downtown Elkhart Lake, just a few minutes from the track. I didn't get to do this last year, so I'm really excited to do it now, this year, in this video. And yeah, I don't know what to expect, but it should be pretty cool. Now we have a little bit of time to kill before the parade begins, so we decided to walk around Elkhart Lake a little bit and maybe find some cars. And I found something pretty interesting. This is the all-new 911 ST. Think of this as a GT3 RS Touring. This car is a real dream machine for me right now. Like this, I'm not a huge Porsche guy, I will admit, but this is something I really, really want. In the back, you get an NA flat 6, revs to 9,000 RPM, with a 6-speed manual gearbox. Here from the GT3 RS, it has the wide body as well as these flicks here. And also this spec is so cool. Reminiscent of Gulf Blue, but with white wheels. Looks super, super cool. Got the number on the side, 63 being the year that Porsche sports cars was founded. No. And of course it has the number on the side, 63 being the first year of the 911, if I remember correctly. And then coming around to the back here, the same wide fenders as the RS, and this really cool 60th anniversary 911 badge. Super, super cool. The gold 911 ST badging here, as well as the gold Porsche badging, as well as the 60 years plate. So this is kind of Porsche's 60-year 911 birthday present to itself. And as presents go, this one's pretty good. And pulling in now, just after filming the bit about the ST, a beautiful 812 GTS. I love these cars. Making a little bit of noise. Great spec there. Right, so the parade is about to start. We are with a plethora of photographers down here getting psyched up, ready to go. So if you hear a bunch of shutters, that's why. I'm literally surrounded by cameras right now. Isn't that right, Miller?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh my God.
And there's the GT40 Roadster. Look at that thing. Flat out.
That damn thing got ran on a potato back in the day. You hook up a potato and two little wires, and that's the engine in that thing. Oh, really something.
I guess they're demonstrating an old pit stop, which is interesting.
I bought them every car I have.
I hope I
And here following the parade, we have a massive crowd here around the Formula One cars. A lot of people absolutely love the Jordan here and the Benetton as well behind it, but it's such an incredible thing to get to see V10 Formula One cars from the 90s on the streets. I mean, never say no to a Judd V10, and this is certainly an example of that because, I mean, it's just so cool to see. And while this might not be the first time I've seen Formula One cars on the streets, it is certainly a cool thing. Isn't that right, Max?
Unbelievable.
And here's the GT40 Roadster in all of its glory, also attracting a huge crowd like the Formula One cars. I mean, people everywhere taking pictures of it, and it's an honor to see this car on the streets. I mean, a GT40 in and of itself is something special. Like last year, I got to see the very last Ford GT40 on the streets here in Elkhart Lake, and now I get to see the Roadster, one of four. Insane. Also, I am really bending down to try and get the shot through the people walking in front of me. That is a common theme right now. And like everything else here, the Le Monster is also attracting quite the huge crowd tonight, and rightly so. This is cool. Very, very, very cool. Now it's time for all the cars to leave downtown Elkhart Lake, and for one last time, I'm gonna shut up and just let you enjoy the noise. And that's about it for today. Currently, we are being accompanied by a beautiful sunset. I am a sucker for good sunsets myself, so this is a very nice backdrop to end the video, but Road America is one of my favorite places in the world. I love coming to this track, and every single time, it's just a great experience with great cars, and most importantly, great people. Now, this is something that I've noticed both times coming up here for Vintage Weekend and for other events in the past as well, is that there is so much love for this track in the surrounding communities. Like, I'm here in Elkhart Lake right now, and everybody here eats, sleeps, and breathes Road America, which is such an incredible feeling, because you see headlines of homeowners in like California wanting to shut down Laguna Seca because it's a public nuisance. That is very much not the case here. People love this track. The track is part of their identity, and you can tell. I mean, every house is decorated. People come out and they have parties in their lawns as the cars go by in the parades. It is just so cool, and it is so cool to be a part of it. Even as somebody who's maybe not as immersed in Road America culture, owing to the fact that I don't live in the area, but I always feel at home. People are always so nice, and it is just such a great experience every single time. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, remember to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if this is the kind of content you want to see. I did a couple of different things with this video today, experimenting a little bit, and I certainly hope you guys enjoyed that. But until next time, guys, this was me, Patrick, the King of Cars. Thank you for watching. Take care. Yes, I dreamt that once.
Okay, where's my reader? That's a good question. Ooh, where's my reader?
Your reader right there.
Cool.
Find it? Find your reader?
Is
it reading?
It's about to be.
Is it gonna read?
God, this fucking camera's so small. Put it right there a bit.
Why are you talking shit to the camera, Max? Yeah, that's crazy, dude. It's not nice.
I gotta delete a lot of photos off this.
All right.
Oh shit, he was filming me the whole time.